Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Damn, Jimmy, this some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right? And he springs this serious gourmet shit on. What flavor is this?
I don't need you to tell me how fucking good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is.
Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
How did you know I was hoping for a sign? My heart was so close to closing time. Something about you hit me like a freight train to the chest door. The day we met, oh, my loneliness left the room the second that you walked in. Something like a fever dream. Haven't slept in weeks. I think I'm seeing things like a shadows dancing us out of our clothes. I'll be damned if you love me, damned if you don't. Maybe it's fate, maybe it's fate. Told you I ain't no liar. Watching you leave, song in my dreams, baby. It hit me like a freight train to the chest. The day we met, my loneliness left the room the second that you walked in. Something like a fever dream. Haven't slept in weeks. I think I'm seeing things like a shadows dancing us out of our clothes. I'll be damned if you love me, damned if you don't. One foot on the edge, that silhouette, I can't forget. Something about you hit me like a freight train to the chest. The day we met, my loneliness left the room the second that you walked in. Something like a fever dream. Haven't slept in weeks. I think I'm seeing things like a shadows dancing us out of our clothes. I'll be damned if you love me, damned if you don't. Oh, if you don't. They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. How would you lay me down to a
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the match for tonight in Infinity Tournament regular season group stage. We got a division B.
Yeah, Division B.
Yeah, thank you. Division B matchup between the number one Black Bulls and making their first appearance in the tournament will be the Thunderdolts. As y'all know, my name is Golden Boot.
I'm
Golden Boot,
Giraffe.
strategist for the CCP and from LSU, and I'm joined, as just mentioned, Giraffe, Vanguard for Phantom Thieves out of Mississippi State.
Yeah, can't wait for this match, honestly. We don't know a lot about Thunderdolts, but we've seen there's been high praise about them, especially with Shinny being on the team as well. I've heard a lot of things about him. Onyx Aerial, pretty self-explanatory. I think he's a support guy.
Yeah.
All right, and
So-
also hearing stuff about Burgerman. I've been actually no, we don't talk about that. But okay, not a lot I've known about Thunderdolts. We know a little bit, but not a lot. And we've seen Black Bulls already play a decent amount of matches and kind of get them set up. But no, this being their first debut match, a lot of it is expected, and a lot of it is going to be learned through this match. And thankfully, I think we're going to be able to see all players on both rosters. I'm not entirely sure.
Actually, no. Thunderdolts will have a sub in for tonight. Smart 5731 is going to be subbing in for D1 Matthew.
Okay.
So they are going to have a sub. Ibn. Let's take a look at. Let's
Bad.
just do a breakdown of both of the rosters. Black Bulls currently 2-0, number one in their division, top 3 team in the power rankings from the podcast. Is at that same level as the CCP
Cinder.
and Sender. Thank you.
Mhm.
So just run them down. We have journalism as the team captain. Reliable tank player, showed some pretty good performances on Devil Dinosaur against Foxboy May Cafe. You have Voodoo 9 in their 5th round pick. This guy ain't that good, man. He's a not great Captain America one.
Wow.
He's not a good Captain America one trick. Just ban this guy off of Captain America. He's
Got
not
some
gonna have a
sibling
fun time.
rivalry going on right here.
In all seriousness, I'm allowed to do this. Voodoo Nine's my brother. Voodoo Nine's my brother. I am allowed to do this. No one else is except me. But in all seriousness, he is a pretty good player. Primarily has a signature Captain America. Can flex over to some other vanguards if needed. And for duelist line, you have Dark and Figlet, 2 players that were ranked in the top 15 of the power of their respective role. Dark, incredible duelist player. You can take over the lobby at almost any time on most duelists. And then we have Figlet. Figlet, once again, in another strong duelist option, primarily known for that Daredevil. And you have the back line of Mr. Burgerman and Walter Brown. Mr. Burgerman, really reliable on that Invisible Woman. And you have Walter Brown. He can be relatively flexible, primarily opting to play White Fox here, one of his strongest heroes in his position. Shin can also play Loki as well if they decide to opt out of it. So 2 very strong strategists, just Walter Brown has at his disposal if needed. And let's talk about Thunderdolts. New team. We haven't seen them play yet, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of players on this roster. But I'll start off with Ducky. Their first round pick. Very strong duelist, very strong Vanguard player. Can play the Captain America. Can play things like the Captain America, the Rogue if needed. If they're able to play Gambit. Cataclysmic Shoe. Play pretty well in Pugs. Eggs. I remember playing with him. Their 5th round pick. Shinny. You have Shinny on Duelists. Their 2nd round pick. Very strong. Incredible duelist player. You're from out of the University of Florida. Florida bringing in a lot of talent into this tournament. Ducky is also from the Gators. There's gonna be reliable. Gonna be a strong anchor for this team to just make plays on Duelist. And you have Onyx Ariel on Strategist. Don't know much about him. I don't remember if I played with him in Pugs. So not too sure with them. And you have Smart filling in for D1 Matthew. And you have their captain. Then I will chase you, also known as Boken 2, also known as Geek. So we're about to be going into this as Chase just got in here. Here I'm just gonna make sure that the teams are, and we will be going into this match. What type of bands or band adjustments do you think you're gonna see in this? As considering the last match we casted last night, we saw Devil Dinosaur be the first ban for both teams instead of Gambit.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the most interesting matches, considering that Dino, more or less, is a really good character, and playing into it is really hard, especially if you don't have your own Dino. Just because, he goes through shields and all that stuff. Shielding is very hard to kind of counter, especially with, how big the shield is. It's 450 HP. It does get bursted down pretty quickly, but I can stop any type of ultimate that's about to come your way, and it's radio. So like, let's say if you're trying to Girdle and he just does the thing in time, it blocks. It goes for everything else that needs to have contact. So honestly, it's something because it was very surprising, and honestly, it kind of changed the face. We're used to seeing double gamut ban and all that stuff, but now I feel like Black Bulls is not going to make that decision, and plus Thunderdolts, we don't really know much about them. Ducky has been kind of giving a lot of information, which does make sense. You don't want to kind of play all your cards in the first match you play. But at the same time, like, if we see a very even match, because we don't know what's going to happen this time, right?
Yeah, we are going to be going into the ban phase here. Map 1 is going to be Krakoa, and it's going to be Devil Dinosaur and Gambit. Gambit for Black Bulls, Dinosaur for Thunderdolts, and they're gonna opt to save the dinosaur. They're gonna opt to save the dinosaur. They're gonna have that advantage right out of the gate. It is going to be big for them, but who are we gonna see on the dinosaur for Thunderdolts? I'm guessing it's gonna be Ducky, who is one of their Vanguard players. Invisible Woman is gonna be the second ban for Black Bulls, and they're gonna opt for Gambit. So we are gonna so this is gonna be interesting. One side gets the best Vanguard in the game, the other side gets the best strategist in the game. I'm not sure who on Black Bulls is their Gambit player. From what I've heard, it is Walter Brown, which I'm not entirely sure how good he is on Gambit, as I've personally never really seen him play the hero. But we're gonna be going into this next ban. It's gonna be Star-Lord, so that is gonna get rid of that option for Black Bulls to play the Gambit and Star-Lord combo. And we're going to see Thunderdolts go into bans for both sides. Currently eyeing the Loki here, but nope, it's not going to be the Loki. It's looking to be Punisher and White Fox, and that's what it's going to be. So going to shut down some options to slow down this dive. If we're going to be seeing coming out of Black Bulls, as we know Voodoo 9 is going to play as Captain America and Rogue. So we're going to be able to see the Explosive Entanglement team up come up from Black Bulls. So it's probably going to be journalism on the Rogue here. As for those who don't know, Rogue is not a very strong character right now in the metagame, but if you're able to give her that team up with Gambit, she goes from a C tier tank to potentially a top 3 tank in the game. And the final ban for Thunderbolts is going to be coming out. It's going to be Loki. Not a big fan of this ban here, because their Loki and Gambit players are the same person in Walter Brown. Mr. Burgerman, to my knowledge, does not play Loki. Owen does not play Gambit, so kind of probably maybe a waste of a ban here. So their final save is going to be looking to be Phoenix.
So apparently,
we're going to
be what we're figuring out,
into the we're going to be going into the final ban for Black Bulls, and it is going to potentially be. Could it be a 4th support? They've already banned 3 strategists out. Could it be a 4th? Could they do what teams like to do to the CCP?
Probably.
Yep, as we're still waiting, and it is going to be 4 strategists banned out immediately from Black Bulls.
Pick your hero.
So going to be interested to see what we see for both teams. And it is going to be Walter Brown on the Gambit, journalism going to be on the Rogue. Voodoo 9 is actually going to opt for Doctor Strange. Is going to opt for Doctor Strange here. I'm not a big fan of this, as Doctor Strange is a very bad matchup into Devil Dinosaur. We are going to be seeing him utilize that Explosive Entanglement team up, as we described with the saves and bans. As for Thunderdolts, currently still trying to figure out what they want to play here. Cataclysmic Shoe is looking to be the Devil Dinosaur player here for Thunderdolts. Ducky gonna be on the Venom. I will chase, and they're gonna see triple strategies here with Smart on Luna Snow, Onyx Ariel on Jeff the Land Shark, and I think he's a signature hero.
Yeah, Onyx Ariel is actually a she.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not know. I apologize if you ever go back to this. I sincerely apologize. So I guess that is her signature hero, and I will chase you on Strategist Deadpool. Probably just to be a budget version of White Fox. That's kind of what Strategist Deadpool is. He's just Team White Fox, in my opinion, right now. But we are going to be going into this first fight. Black Bull is going to be running a pretty standard brawl comp. Voodoo 9 on the Doctor Strange, not going to be on a signature Captain America. Thunderdolt's going to opt for a solo dive with Ducky on the Venom here. Black Bull's going straight off the right side of their spawn, going straight to point here. So we're going to be seen trying to walk here. Voodoo just trying to block some damage off of Figlet to potentially help him get some damage or a pick on this Moon Knight. But Figlet's going to be the first to dull the Shinny, but Dark's going to take out Ducky. That's a duelist for a Vanguard. As a trade in the favor of Black Bulls. Voodoo going to get thrown into the team. It's Shu trying to get some more damage on him, but he's going to get taken out by Dark, who's coming alive on this Phoenix. 2 kills already for him. And it's going to be Black Bulls taking the first point straight out of the gate.
Crazy. Good job on that part. I mean, didn't have the dedicated lower resources. They did do a trade at the very beginning, but they were able to kind of recover right after.
Yeah, we are going to be going into this. No ultimates online for every team. Closest one right now is Darts and Song Inferno. We're going to see a slam come in for Ducky, trying to get some picks. Going to try and get Figlet here, but it's going to actually take him out. Ooh, Walter could not save, but Voodoo gets low as well. But Dark's gonna take out Shinny. That's a trade, duelist for duelist. Walter is getting so low as Ducky is trying to finish him off, but there's such good communication and peel from Mr. Burgerman. And as Journalism and Burgerman are gonna take out two. Ooh, Dark's gonna take another one, but Journal is gonna fall after going relatively aggressive. But that's perfectly fine right now as Voodoo is going aggressive as well. Gonna back up to his team as they need to play a bit slow and wait for this rogue to come back. As Black Bulls is holding down the fort, as we're gonna see another adjustment. They're gonna go to triple Vanguard. Figlet off of the Moon Knight over to Groot.
Yeah, I mean, we're already getting to a tight spot right here, but Black Bulls is able to sustain. I mean, it's just they're able to hold pretty well.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing ultimates come online now. I will Jesse finally going to get a skill issue off. Going to throw a pop quiz on the Figlet. Walter Brown's finally going to get taken out by Ducky, and Song Inferno going to be used. Two are going to die, but I'm going for Voodoo's passive. It hits 3, hits 4. Can they follow up? Voodoo coming up big for his team. He's going to take out the Deadpool, but is it going to be enough? It's just Dark and Shu. And Shu's going to go. Journal's going to go for the Heartbreaker and get taken out immediately.
No, good job on them holding that, but here's the thing. They did use 3 ultimates into that.
They're not playing thing.
I said 3 ultimates into that.
Hey, you said here's the thing. There's no thing on the there's no thing on the map right now. But just like kind of a big blunder for Journal going for that Heartbreaker. And here comes the Rager Royal Flush for Walter Brown. Potentially looking for it. Did he activate it? Actually, nope, not yet. They're gonna wait. Shu gets very low, gonna get taken up by his team. And here comes the Rage Royal Flush, gonna be comboed with this Stringless Prism. Some Onyx Serial gonna pick up some people. I'm not sure how many. He has 3 from Black Bulls. He's gonna take them off the map. Onyx Serial coming up big on this Jet, and Thunderbolt is gonna be able to keep this point ticking. Dark is gonna get a pick on the Smart before he gets taken out, but Black Bulls gonna have to find a way back into this.
I mean, considering that they kind of got that big ult by Onyx Aerial, she did a really good job of trying, separating them and ultimately get them off the map. So that was pretty big value overall.
Yep, we are going to be coming ultimate online right now for Black Bulls is the Invisible Boundary. Thunderbolt has Fate of both worlds and a skill shoot, but Voodoo gets thrown, trying to get thrown into the team. He's got thrown around so aggressive, but it's actually Journal's going to get taken out. Shu is just harassing the tanks on this dinosaur. We're going to pick up Voodoo. Just throwing them around.
I mean, Black Bulls is taking out 1 by 1. The stagger is kind of pretty hard right here. Trying their best to come back from it, but they're getting pretty even in terms of percentage right now. Shinny might be looking for a possible stun here if he can hit it.
Yeah, we are going to be. We have another ultimate online.
Doesn't hit the stun in time.
A portal's going to be used. They're going to get on the point. Invisible Boundary going to be used here by Black Bulls just to try and stabilize. They need to get some value of it. There it is. Chasey falls to Dark. Fate of both worlds now used by Smart. And Song Inferno now used by Shinny. Can they get picks? The answer is no right now. Figlet is low. Can they finish off the Groot? Yes, as a Rampage is going to come out. Walter and Figlet both fall. The rest of Black Bulls are falling apart right now. But the Vanguards are picked up too. Can this be enough? But no, Journal falls. It's just Voodoo alive right now. Can he get something? The answer is no. And Black Bulls are gonna lose this first point, and Thunderdolts coming out with a pretty strong message in their first map.
No, good job on Thunderdolts right there. I mean, their hold was kind of looking, possibly looking like it was breaking away bit by bit, but they were able to get those early picks on Black Bulls, even if they had possibility, but no.
Yep.
Great job on Thunderdolts for defending that first point, but we still got possibly 2 more to go here. So
30 seconds before you attack.
Yeah, we probably need to see some adjustments from Black Bulls. I'm not a big fan of this Doctor Strange from Voodoo 9. Doctor Strange, as we mentioned earlier, has a bad matchup into the Dinosaur. Dinosaur's just very easily able to just grab Strange and just throw him into his team, allow for an easy pick. Similar to how Strange doesn't have a great matchup into Emma Frost in the same way. So you are going to see some adjustments from both teams. Figlet gonna go off of Groot, gonna go to his signature Daredevil, and Shinny gonna stay on the Phoenix. Another thing that does help out Thunderdolts as well a bit with this matchup is Onyx Serial gets the team up from I Will Chase You's Deadpool from the Mr. Pool's dimensional toy box where those who don't know, Jeff's able to basically throw down a sprinkler that heals his team and himself in a radius. Any enemies that go into it to it are given the taunt debuff that Deadpool gives with his AoE. As we are going to be going into this first fight, I have Agamotto and VCD Abyss online for both sides. VCD Abyss gonna hit a lot of people, but Journal picks up two on the Rogue. And they're just gonna once again steamroll through Thunderdolls to get control of this point first without needing to use any ultimates. It's Ducky's just gonna try and stall for a bit longer, gonna get taken out. Biglet's gonna get up stacker on an Onyx Aerial. And Black Bull's gonna have control of the point first, but the question is, can they hold it to try and win this next point?
Honestly, considering that Thunderdolls, they did almost a good job on that first part, but they were able to get taken out pretty fast on that first point. I think the kids will come back from it.
Yeah, here as we do see the Ducky and Shinny on this high ground. Voodoo tries to go contest it for a little bit, and here's the Raging Royal Flush now from Walter Brown. He's gonna get a pick on the Smart. That's the only ult they're gonna need to win this fight, and that is what you want. That is how strong this Raging Royal Flush is from Gambit. Just one ultimate can win you an entire fight on your own, but they let Ducky flip the point. They're not getting any point capture, and Ducky's gonna get out of his life.
All right, good job on Ducky right there, giving that little bit of percentage. It might not seem like a lot right now, but it's going to possibly help them in the later part of this point.
Yeah, they don't get 10% right there. That could be big in the future. Black Bull says going to have every ultimate online except for the strategy ults. Only It's Jeff is online right now for Thunderdolls. I Will Chase You is going to have that skill tree. Voodoo 9 looking for an Eye of Agamotto, potentially Heartbreaker, and Let the Devil Out are going to be used by Black Bulls. Bulls gonna go for a final exam on Deadpool. Gonna go for the It's Jeff. Did Onyx Aerial grab one? She grabbed the Vanguards. Ertz gonna get taken out. No, they are gonna be saved by Figlet. They're gonna be trying to just keep this fight going and take out this Smart. Smart's gonna fall to Voodoo. Figlet is gonna get taken out though, as the Vanguards need to get out and stay alive. But if Voodoo gets very low, gonna get back to Mr. Burgerman, who's gonna keep him alive. Dark is gonna take out Chase on this Deadpool, and Black Bull's holding this point relatively well. Their ult usage is so good on the second map.
And for some of these people right here, it was kind of a warm-up thing as well. Helped Figlet a little bit earlier with some of his settings, so maybe that might have helped a little bit in terms of a little bit smoother gameplay.
Oh no, Walter Brown falls first! Burgerman is going to go for the Voodoo goes for the Eye of Agamotto, only going to hit the Jeff, and that's what they're going to get. But Shinichi with the Insult Inferno going to pick up two. Voodoo's going to fall. Then they're not able to finish this map here. Journalism is going to take out Smart, but is it going to be enough? It's just a 1v5, and Black Bulls are going to have to come back into this if they want to win this fight. Thunderdolls going to take point capture, but they need to play perfectly from here on out if they want to take this first point. They do have two ultimates online in almost to capitalize this, with the Feast of the Abyss and the Fate of Both Worlds is going to be online during the next fight.
I mean, they're doing a really good job of their ult rotations. We did see Onyx Aerial get taken out first at the very start, but no, thankfully Shinny was able to get that ultimate off with Phoenix.
Yeah, we are going to see them go for this portal to the backside of the point. They're probably going to try and play slow here. Let Walter Brown build up this Raging Royal Flush as they're trying to get some picks. Here comes two ultimates online. Final exam and Feast of the Abyss. Voodoo falls. Oh, Shinichi picks up another pick on the Figlet. This is just going to be cleanup now. Black Bull's going to have to back away. Jackpot is hit for I Will Chase You. Going to pick up a pick of his own, as Black Bulls are going to have to come back into this. We're almost approaching final fight territory. They may be able to get one or two fights in this for the rest of this match. They do have ultimates online. You have the Raging Royal Flush from Walter Brown, and you have the Insong Inferno from Dark. Thunderdolls only has the Fate of Both Worlds, so they're gonna have a way to sustain through this Raging Royal Flush. The question is, how are they gonna get the value out of this? Here comes them going for a portal. Raging Royal Flush gonna be used. Can they take out Shoot? Walter's getting shot. Insong Inferno used by Dark. Dark's gonna take out Smart. The Fate of Both Worlds is gone immediately. That is what you want to see. This may be what they need to try and win. This Shoe's gonna go down the Journal. No, they need to pick up more picks. I Will Chase You falls. It's a 4v6. It's just Ducky. Dark picks up two. Dark coming up big here on this Phoenix. Journal's gonna take out Shinichi. It's just Ducky alive right now. It's gonna finally take out Dark. I think over 5k in this fight, but a portal is gonna be coming through now. Figlet does have Let the Devil Out. Is he gonna let it out to try and secure this point here? Probably not gonna need it. Heartbreaker now gonna be used by Journalism. I Will Chase You falls to Dark. Dark gonna more picks. Eye of Agamotto only gonna hit the Dinosaur. Can they finish him off? And Song Inferno gonna be used by Shinichi. Not gonna get anything. It's Jeff now gonna be used by Onyx Aerial. Gonna pick up only her allies. Lies. Gonna get taken out by Figlet. Figlet coming up big. And they're gonna finish this off here. Burgerman does fall, but it doesn't matter. Black Bulls are going to take the second point. Dark coming up clutch when his team needs him to.
Yeah, I mean, definitely with the Fate of Both Worlds getting taken out almost instantly at the very start of the fight, the Gambit Ult able to, you know, special properties about Phoenix Ult. You know, she takes out any type of shielding, including Overshield. So all that ultimate that Luna has with Fate of Both Worlds kind of gets completely stopped, and that there's too much burst damage going on with that Gambit Ult as well, allowing for easy nuke to essentially go off. I mean, we're seeing this triple support lineup, and we're seeing possible solutions to that triple support, but thankfully, what is it? I mean, that's what happens when you leave Gambit open and Rogue at the same time. Journalism getting the really nice 13 eliminations, but also Walter Brown hitting those nice Gambit ults, getting the whole entire team included into it.
Yeah, and also not to mention just how big Dark is going to 27k damage in the lobby on the Phoenix. The second most is 15.8k from Voodoo 9. He has a 12k damage difference between the rest of the lobby on how much he's doing on this Phoenix. As no adjustments made from either team. Figlet going straight for the Devil, trying to get picks. Smart is going to fall. Can they get more? Can the Devil get more from Figlet? Rampage is going to be used by Shu, but he's caught Invisible Boundary and tied by Walter Brown. Is going to get taken out. They are going to trade for Shu. And Journalism falls. The strategists from Black Bulls are the ones taking out the picks. But Burgerman falls. It's just Voodoo 1v1 Ducky getting healed up by Walter Brown. And I think this is going to be a fight win for Black Bulls. As Ducky realizes he probably can't win this fight, is going to back up here. Smart is back on this Luna Stone. It's going to get taken out immediately by Dark. As Black Bulls, once again, for the third time, are going to win the first fight, and they're going to have point control early. But they're not going to be able to rest yet. Thunderdolts are basically already back here. They have the only ultimate they have online is the VCD Abyss from Ducky. Black Bulls has the Raging Royal Flush again. They do. Dark has that Insong Inferno as well. Voodoo coming up close to this Eye of Agamotto, and Ducky comes in trying to get Burgerman. Raging Royal Flush can be used by Walter Brown to have the team go in. Walter's going very aggressive. Here goes the final exam. Walter's going to take out Smart. Final exam going to be used by I Will Chase You. Jackpot is going to be hit, but is it going to be enough? They lose Journalism. Eye of Agamotto.
It's big!
They're going to lose 2 from it. Voodoo coming up big with Nick on the Doctor Strange. And Ducky's going to have to back up here, as Black Bulls are going to hold this point.
Good job on that combination right there. We saw Voodoo hit basically the whole entire team with that ultimate, or at least 3 people, and then Dark coming in right after. I feel like they was done a little bit earlier with the combination of Gambit. I think that all would have been a one-shot from Phoenix, but no, Voodoo able to take all that.
Yeah, very good job by Voodoo with this Doctor Strange. Here he comes. Ducky going in again, just trying to pressure out the backline. It's going to be valuable. Walter's going to fall. Voodoo XF is going to fall. Onyx is going to get traded. It's a 3v5 right now. Dark is going to pick up Smart. Can they finish this off potentially? Dark trying to get more kills. They are going to lose Figma. Dark just trying to stall. And Ducky's going to pick up more kills. I mean, Ducky just kind of being a nuisance on this backline. And 4 Black Bulls.
Yeah, pretty much Ducky has been doing a pretty good job of keeping the back line and causing some pressure and giving Shinny kind of the opportunity to be like, hey, you know, let's do this.
Yeah, we are going to see no ultimates online for Black Bulls. VCD Abyss online from Ducky. Is he going to try and get something with it? Burgerman getting pressured out heavily. Split from his team. Going to get taken out, but they trade for the Luna Snow. Oh, but Dark takes out 2. Heartbreaker going to be used by Journalism. He's in with Figlet. All right, can they get another pick or 2? Figlet going to get chomped by this dinosaur. Or can they get more? Your Deadpool is going to fall now for Thunderdolts. Chasey falls. Onyx falls. And Black Bulls are going to potentially flip this point around, as Voodoo 9 is going to take out Shu. And Black Bulls are going to take this point back. Going in the final fight territory. Can they win? Are they going to be able to win this back? Portal was used very early by Shinichi. This may be a blunder. A Smart falls. As they're running through, Rampage going to be used by Shu. Honestly, here comes the Devil from Figlet, but Journal falls. They need to get something big here from Figlet. Figlet trying to be a Devil on this backline here, but he's going to take out Onyx Ariel. Shu's going to fall to Walter Brown. Black Bull's coming up big here, but Voodoo does fall. Burgerman does trade him for Shinichi. Ducky back in the Angela just to try and get Tess. Gonna get taken out by Figlet. The Fate of Both Worlds, Smart just to try and stall this point. for as long as they can. Chasey is back. Duck Onyx Ariel coming in with the jet ball. Can she get some value? Gonna get the Invisible Woman of Black Bulls. Walter Brown is trying to take her out. Walter Brown and the Dark are gonna save her, are gonna save the Invisible Woman. Invisible Boundary now gonna be used. Ivok over Voodoo Knight, gonna hit the dinosaur, gonna take him out. Shu and Shinichi fall back on the Star-Lord. Ducky just trying to stall this out on the Angela, and Black Bulls are going to take map 1.
Yeah, honestly, they were trying their best right there, but I just think the ult rotation from Black Bulls was way better than theirs. And not to mention, Gambit would constantly give them the buff they needed to kind of win fights, or at least stall fights long enough to have ultimates ready. I mean, gotta remember, Gambit is not just a damage boost ult, it's also a ult charge ult, if you know what that means. Basically, same thing with like Captain America, you can get your ult faster if you don't have your ult already. So it kind of just sets him up perfectly to have those combos come back to back. And we saw with Journalism and his, you know, rogue. I mean, it's always good to have a rogue in the pocket, especially when Gambit is open. And since they both save them, we can see why they say them. But no, Dark again going crazy, having the least deaths in the game other than Walter Brown, hitting 25 eliminations. I mean, that's pretty good already. I mean, he's already. Yeah. You know, especially
look at the damage numbers compared. Look at the damage numbers compared to everyone else in the lobby.
Like, dude, this guy has the most damage. He has the most eliminations, and even then, he got a triple kill. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, especially with his accuracy being as high as how high it is. I can't speak today, but no, good match from both of them. I think it was pretty close considering it was a 1-1 map, but Black Bulls was able to take it out at the last point.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Dark coming up big for this team, and we just see the value from the Rogue and Gambit saves from Walter Brown and Journal. We're gonna take a short break here, and we'll be back with map 2. Black Bulls are up 1-0. So don't miss out on this match.
All right. See you in a little bit.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back going into map 2 of this match. Thunderdolts versus Black Bulls. Thunderdolts gave Black Bulls a pretty decent fight on this first map. On this first map, but Black Bulls was able to come back in with the win, and they were just able to get a lot more value. Dark coming up very big on on the Phoenix, and we also just saw some of the value they got out of their other picks. Especially being able to play Gambit, Walter Brown and Journal just able to play that team up and just see so much value you gained out of the Rogue.
I mean, look, the combo is crazy. I mean, Rogue, like you said earlier, goes from a C to an A as soon as that combo is available to her. She's able to sustain herself as well as do that, explosive damage. I mean, not to mention the combos that are included inside that Gambit, the team up. I mean, allows for basically a lot of damage. You get a DPS before you do the the charge ability, and you can just completely obliterate backlines. It's crazy, and overall, that's why she's like one of the better brawler things, but only when Gambit's in play.
Yep, and as we see here, they don't want to play into that again. They learned from their mistakes. Gambit is going to be the first ban from Thunderdolts this time. They're not going to let Walter Brown and Journal play that again. Dinosaur is going to be the first save for Black Bulls. Phoenix going to be the second ban for Thunderdolts. So Dark is not going to be able to play that. Dinosaur, the first save from both teams, actually. So we're going to see Dino from both teams. Gambit's not going to be in play, and Dark's not going to be able to play the Phoenix he was able to play. Just puts so much numbers on, and they're just like, if we can't play Phoenix, no one can. So Gambit and Phoenix are the first bans from both teams. This is just kind of boring standard stuff. Invisible Woman and Elsa Bloodstone are going to be the following bans here for both teams. So they're not going to want. So they're just trying to shut out Dark on some of his strongest supports, strongest duelists. Cloak and Dagger, the final save for Thunderbolts. I'm personally just not a big fan of this, as Cloak and Dagger is kind of they're not terrible, but they're not like as good as Invisible Woman or Luna Snow. Like, yes, they have some decent matchups into dive, but its cooldowns are very easy to go. Strategist Deadpool, the final ban for Black Bulls. That is one of the bans of all time if I've seen it.
I can actually see that why. Because if they're running triple support, they have that support pool. That support pool is basically able to get a ultimate every single fight. So kind of setting them up for that makes sense. We see a Daredevil save, but a ban for Moon Knight. Here's the thing. I don't think they really, trying to ban out Dark is like trying to ban out the whole entire roster. You can't do it. So, as we see here, we see, two of his mains kind of getting canceled out already, but also we see Figlet's Moon Knight getting taken out as well. But I'm surprised they kind of kept it open. I know, Cataclysm gonna play Dino, they don't want any of that. I mean, it looks like they're running triple support again. Double damage boost though. I mean, with Smart being on Mantis as well as I Will Chase You on the Ultron. So, we're going to see a lot of damage from them, but here's the thing. That's healing over time comparative to we have over at Black Bulls. So, it's all about who was able to win the fight first, because Thunderdolts, they can't sustain as well as Invisible Woman and Fox, or at least they shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and honestly, we see the strategy from Black Bulls. They see a weakness from Thunderdolts in their strategist lineup. So just trying to weaken that out is pretty big for them, especially since they have access to the Invisible Woman. We are going to see Walter Brown go to White Fox, and we're going to see a dive here, a dive hybrid from Black Bulls. Voodoo 9 on his signature Captain America, Dark on the Star-Lord, and Figlet once again on Daredevil. Thunderdolts are going to be on Penny Parker here just to try and slow down some of these flankers. And Shu going to throw... Oh my god, they've just threw Journal into a bunch of mines and took them out immediately. We do see Figlet and Voodoo in the backline here. Voodoo gets very low, going to get beamed down. Figlet's going to fall, and I think they need to make some adjustments here. There's just not going to be able to dive this backline relatively well. as you have a lot of sustain with this Ultron. And not to mention they have to walk around the nest from the Penny Parker. It's just gonna be very hard for Black Bulls to just get a dive. They almost tried to do the same thing. The Journal again is thrown into this web we see on this corner that's filled with mines. Just trying to throw the Dino into it and just melt him immediately. Not gonna happen this time. Voodoo trying to get into the back line, harass him on this Captain America. Gonna get a shot grab on the shoe here from Journal, and they're gonna take him out. Figlet's gonna be the one to get the kill. And this is the opportunity for Thunderdolls to try and walk this through, potentially actually cap this point. Voodoo going in, harassing, going for Shinichi. Gonna get very low, gonna have to back up here, back to his team, get topped off. He's trying to be the one to contest this Moon Knight and make sure he can't get value on the back line. And Figlet's gonna get a pick on the Smart. The Mantis is gone. There's no damage. The damage boosting is gonna not happen. Ducky is now back on the Penny, but they lose Shu. Duckies gets very low, gonna get taken out. Figlet's comes up with 2 picks in this fight. Hanakachu now used by Shinichi, but there's no one on the point, and he gets very low. Gonna get taken off. Dark gonna go for a Galactic Legend, basically in the spawn. Gonna take out 2. Can he get a third? But all 3 strategists taken out by Dark on the Star-Lord. And once again, we see how flexible Dark is. Sure, you can ban me off of Phoenix, you can ban me off of Elsa Bloodstone. I'll just pull out Star-Lord. I don't need Gambit. I'll still take over your game and pick up another one.
Exactly. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Voodoo was giving that space, kind of canceling out Moon Knight from doing his ultimate, giving them plenty of space to work with. And unfortunately, you know, Thunderbolts got pushed back. I mean, even though they were running triple support, they're just not sustaining enough damage.
Yeah, we are going to see adjustment here from Ducky. Ducky's going to match Voodoo on this Captain America. Another character Ducky is known for. Voodoo is going to get low, but oh no, they stack support ults! Black Bull stacks strategist ults, this isn't good! Raging Ultron going to be used by Chasey just to try and put some damage out and keep Shu alive. They're not going to get anything, but Dark takes out Smart. Rampage going to be used by Shu. There's a Shu, and they're going to walk back in with this Eternal Bond from Onyx. It's just a massive blunder from Black Bull's backline, as they're going to lose this fight here. They're going to have to reset. Stacking both strategist ultimates, definitely a major miscommunication from Burgerman and Walter Brown.
There's definitely a miscommunication right there. I mean, we saw I think it was the original idea was Walter Brown and Figlet were going to do it, but I think Burgerman kind of got low and, you know, just scared him off a little bit, setting him up for a scared strategist ult. But no, they have 2 ultimates ready to go, and they have technically a 3rd support with Voodoo.
Oh, they're going to come in with the freedom charges from both sides, but Shu's down already. Black Bull's gonna go in forward. Voodoo 9 leading the charge. Urge with his. Ducky just trying to use this to keep his team alive. Oh my god, a massive hook from Figlet on the Smart. The white box is gone. Voodoo's gonna take a pick on Shinichi. Dark coming in with the Galactic Legend. Can he get more? He's already got 1 pick. Gonna pick out Onyx. Thanks. Voodoo and Dark are just doing a pretty good job in harassing the backline. Sure, Voodoo is not barely shown up in the kill feed, but he's just been doing his job on this Captain America, just trying to keep the backline at bay, forcing to look at him. So we are going to see an adjustment from Shinichi. Going to go over to the Punisher. Kumiko going to be used by Smart now to try and bring this up. Rampage going to be used by Journal. Running around, trying to take out Shinichi on this Punisher. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Voodoo actually is the one that takes it the kill. Voodoo picks up 2 on the Captain America. Kraken Impact used now by Figlet. Gonna get 2 picks. Gonna get a reset. Trying to hit the Ultron, not gonna hit him. And he's gonna fall to Burgerman. And Thunder and Black Bulls are gonna cap point B, and they have 3 minutes and 20 seconds to complete the map. And this could be a massive stagger on the Shu. And yep, very big stagger. They're just allowed to take up more space and waste less time pushing this cart now.
I mean, good job on them right there. I mean, they're pushing up pretty well. I think they kind of figured out, even if they double support ulted, they're still having overall better ultimates to use. He's Ultron, yeah, he does do a lot of healing. Onyx Aerial. Actually, we're seeing a switch up in support lineups for Thunderdolts here.
Yeah, Luna Snow now for I Will Chase You. Onyx Aerial now onto Jeff. If we did see Ducky try and contest point for a little bit, was able to flip it for a little bit. As we are now going to see an aggression come in now from Walter Brown on the Kumiko. But final judge is going to be used by Shinichi. He's going to get taken out of it immediately. Can Journal stay alive through this? There's gonna be a picks. Picks are half of Black Bulls are down. Shinichi and Shu are gonna come up with the picks, and Black Bulls are going back to spawn and gonna have to reset here.
Wow. Just pushed back once again. I think that was another situation of that Punisher ult being so oppressive from Shinny. So kind of setting them up for an easy kind of pushback right here.
Yeah, we do see ultimates online for Black Bulls to crack it. Every ultimate online except for the Rampage and the Kumiko, and they're gonna start using stuff. Here comes the Kraken Impact, gonna take out Shu. Freedom Charge used by Voodoo, just protect the team and help him go in. He's going aggressive. He wants this Jeff. If Voodoo just trying to get the Jeff, gonna switch his focus over to I Will Chase You, but Voodoo's the one chasing him. Him as he's walking in, he's not picking up any picks. He's just forcing this backline so far back into their spawn. He is gonna dap up Thinklet just for some extra mobility to stay alive from this team up. As we do see Ducky walk back in, he has his Freedom Charge here, gonna be used in response to this Galactic Legend from Dart. Probably not gonna get any picks of it, but it does force out the Captain America ultimate. More ultimates are online for both teams. Burgerman still has his invisible boundary. Here it comes. It's Jeff now used by Onyx. Can she get anything? No, gonna get nothing. Gonna be able to stay alive now. Rampage is now gonna be used. Getting chased by the dinosaur, but Shu's gonna take out Dark with his Rampage. But Shu's gonna get traded for Figlet. Figlet's gonna take the pick. Journal gets so low, gonna be able to stay alive. He was 1 HP. Voodoo's gonna get the better half of Ducky on this Captain America. Gonna force out the fate of both worlds, but it's gonna lose his life for it. Walter Brown, now using the Kumika, but final judgment now from Shinichi. Can they take him out? The answer is no. Another Kraken Impact for Figlet online, but Figlet's gonna take it out by the final judgment. Shinichi picks up 3 with the final judgment. Shinichi coming up alive on this Punisher when his team needs it to. And now Black Bulls needs a portal. It's Thinklet coming in with the portal. Walter Brown gets staggered. That is a massive. That is massive. 4 Thunder Ults. That's one of the strategists taken out. Voodoo running to point as the portal needs to come out from Thinklet. And here it is on the backside of the cart. Voodoo on his own, trying to chase down I Will Chase You. Gonna get him relatively low. Can he pick the pick? Voodoo gets the pick on the Luna Snow. Voodoo coming up big. Trying to get another pick on the Shu, on the Shinichi. Journal is going to take him out. Journal going to take the final pick here. It's just Shu on the point contestant on this dinosaur. Can he take him out? Onyx area falls. Shu just trying to stay alive. It's just the Vanguards right now for Thunderdolts on the point. But Shu is gonna fall. Ducky may fall next, but I Will Chase You is back with Dark back on the Daredevil, gonna pick him off. And I think this is just gonna be a point capture for Black Bulls, and yes, it almost is once they take out Ducky, and yes, Black Bulls are going to cap the point in overtime.
0, 2, 3.
No, that was it was pretty close. Thunderdolts was very close to having that elimination. But I feel like because they realized, wait a minute, there's still time on the board left, and all those ultimates that did get used. The big thing about ult rotation here, and they kind of were able to get stopped right there, and the Black Bulls just kept on moving forward after that.
Yeah, and also Voodoo 9 coming up big there in overtime, getting that first pick onto one of the strategists was one of the onto one of the strategists there. That is what you want. That is one of the top picks you want to get going into an overtime fight. Sure, Thunderdolts is on triple support, but you immediately turn that into a 5v6. It's very good stuff. Very good stuff from Black Bulls there. There are Figlet coming up pretty big as well with those Kraken impacts as well. Just very good performances from Black Bulls. Let's see what Thunderdolts can do to make some adjustments. They are going to see an adjustment here. Chase You gonna go off a strategist, gonna go over to Moon Knight. Definitely a new character definitely a new character we've seen in this tournament played by almost every team.
Yeah, Moon Knight just being really impressive because of the stacked up nature that most teams go for nowadays when it comes to competitive scenarios. So kind of playing Moon Knight into this, especially with a Punisher, I mean, it kind of just makes sense.
Yeah, we also seen a Joseph from Ducky gonna swap off a Captain America and is gonna go over to Groot. Probably gonna try and get a wall on the Journal, force him out of his team. Journal actually tries to grab Ducky and bring him into his team, but no! Journal's gonna take it out. Onyx Ariel's gonna finish him off with the And this is are going to be going in. This is a pick they want. They're going to keep trying to walk forward, get some more picks. Yes, but Black Bulls is disengaged relatively well, not losing anyone else. They're going to play a bit slow, wait for Journal to come back, then go back in. We see Voodoo on this angle here on the right here. Just trying to force him to look at him. And waiting for his team is he's going to try and walk in and get Shinichi out of this turret. And Shinichi does get out of the Punisher turret, but Voodoo's going to fall first. So once again, another Vanguard falls first for Thunderdolts, but it's Dark falls now to Ducky. The Journal trying to just put something in and just saw his opponent. That's a pick there. Chase is going to follow Figlet. But Black Bull is full Sphinx. This is winnable. It is winnable. The question is, can it be winnable? Shinichi coming up big with this Punisher shotgun on the Journal. Voodoo's back. Figlet coming in with the Kraken impact. Going to take out Shu. Black Bull is going to turn this fight around. Oh, if Figlet can get another pick, but no, he is going to trade for Shinichi. They're now just walking into Ducky, just trying to take out this Groot. But there's all the strategies are for Thunderdolts to keep him alive. They're going to take out Voodoo, but Ducky is going to get traded. And Black Bulls are going to be able to hold this after incredible communication and dissing, well, playing it safe and being able to stabilize and wait for the respawns. As we are going to now see him come back into this. Thunderdolts has almost 5 ultimates online right now. Black Bulls is going to have almost all theirs as well, except for the Kraken impact. Journal may come in with the rampage, but he grabs Shu. Gonna get taken out immediately. Another Vanguard falls first in one of these fights. And Eternal Bond's gonna be used by Thunderdolts. They think this is winnable. They're just trying to get another pick. Journal gonna try and just hold this point right now. Oh, Walter Brown gets to half HP. Panakachu Tree's trying to get a pick on the Burger Man, but it's not gonna happen. Shinichi and Chase are gonna fall. Smart falls Dex, and this is gonna be a fight win for Black Bulls, and they're gonna be able to keep holding this point and not let Thunderdolts reach the checkpoint.
They're giving last second momentum all the time. It looks like Thunderdolts are about to win each time, but no, Black Bulls just has better ult rotation and able to kind of burst down any of the targets they are seeing.
Yeah, we are going to see ultimates online for every team. Kumiko going to be used by Walter Brown. She's trying to go, but oh my god, Shu gets grabbed again. Dark goes in by himself, and there's 2 down already for Thunderdolts. Shu is just getting diffed right now, but it's just getting dinosaur diffed by Journal. And we see the value of letting them play this dinosaur here. It's just an illusion of free choice for Thunderdolts. You either let them play Gambit or you let them play Dinosaur. In either way, they're getting a lot of value on it. As we see Dark waiting on this angle, potentially about to let the devil out on Thunderdolts as he goes in, gets assassinates Onyx again. Onyx cannot get away from this Daredevil. Voodoo comes in with the Freedom Charge in response to the Final Judgment. Figlet's going to be the one to take him out. The ultimate's not going to get any value. Smart's going to fall. Dark is a menace on this backline here. They can't deal with him. Onyx Ariel gets assassinated twice. It's this Dark is going to back up, just throwing some pressure onto Ducky, but Shu is going to fall again. Shu just can't get anything done on this dinosaur, just getting harassed. And Dark gets another pick on the Ducky. Thunderdolts is just staggering themselves right now, but Burgerman falls as a pick they could potentially need further out of the portal. 2 fall. Chase comes up big. Chase putting the team on his back. 3 for the Moon Knight. Figlet is going to fall to the Rampage. Is there a portal from Black Bulls? Yes, there is. Just Journal. I think he gave up his Rampage for this. We see Voodoo, who can't come in with a last-minute touch if needed, hiding around on this right side. Wait! Oh no! Burgerman fat fingered his ultimate.
Oh no!
Man, wait! It's going to get thrown on the point. It's Jeff going to be used by Onyx Ariel. But 3 are down. Gonna grab the Invisible Woman. I will chase. It comes up big. 4 picks on the Moon Knight. Hey, the captain of the Thunderdolts putting the team on his back.
Oh wow.
And coming up big, and they're gonna cap this point. Okay. Is my stream desynced, or was that like a bug or something with Burger? Oh wait, he was probably looking to aim the ult. Okay, I'm just dumb.
Man.
He was probably looking to aim the ult. I'm just dumb. Y'all can call me Chuds in chat for that one.
That is not inspirational.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing a Joseph from Dark now. Going to go over to Namor. Gonna get off of the Daredevil as you see Figlet here. Going on this angle here, trying to get a hook. He does have the Kraken impact online. Gonna dap up Voodoo to try and help him get some extra mobility. They're gonna put Fort Pro's Ducky into the team. Gonna take him out, but they're gonna trade for Voodoo. Shinichi does get hit by this Kraken impact. Can they finish it off so we can get a reset? The answer is no, but they take out Shu again. And Figlet with 2 picks here. As they're just gonna try and take out Smart and Chase on this small corridor. Figlet picks up a 3rd pick. It is gonna take it out. And Chase is coming out big on this Moon Knight when his team needs him to right now. And we do see an adjustment from Shinichi. Gonna go over to, actually, never mind. He's been on the on the Winter Soldier now. Don't know when he swapped. I am just noticing this does have a Kraken impact online. Smart has the Eternal Bond, and there is a Hanakonchu online. Black Bulls only have the Rampage, the Kumiko, and they're going to have a Freedom Charge. Voodoo trying to go in, harass the backline, potentially trying to force something out. We do see Ducky go over to the Emma Frost. Kumiko going to be used by Walter Brown. Hanakonchu and Eternal Bond are going to be used by Thunderbolt, but a Freedom Charge now online from Voodoo. Not going to be enough to keep journalism alive. Ducky's going to take him out. Kraken Impact going to be used by Shinichi, not going to get anything. Going to get taken out by Dark, but Burgerman is taken out by Chase. Voodoo trying to get out, not going to be able to. It's a 3v5. It's a 3v5 right now in the favor of Thunderdolts, but Ducky takes out Dark. Are they going to be able to touch? It's probably not, because the Captain America is down. But wait, Journal's going to be able to touch, but he's going to try and get thrown off the point. They're trying to get another pick on, but no, they can't get someone else on, and they're going to lose point capture, as Thunderdolts are going to cap this point, and they're going to have a minute 35 to bring it in. They complete the map and bring this map to extra rounds.
Not a lot of time to work with this. Here's the thing, they still have time. Overtime is still going to proc, but it is one of those maps where it's very easy to C9 because the size of the card. So hopefully we don't see that, but that is a possibility.
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, once again, Black Bulls, when they get picks, they're just getting traded off for it. We see Voodoo a few times. After someone gets a pick, he goes down. Probably going a bit too aggressive on this Captain America. Yes, he's to harass the backline, but sometimes I feel like he's trying to bite off more than he can chew, as he's especially just solo diving right now. Oh, as Black Bulls are going to be trying to contest this here. Psionic Seduction going to be used by Ducky. Figlet with the Kraken impact is going to take out Shu again. Shoot it. No, he's going to get resets. Going to hit 2 this time. Can he get another pick? No, he's going to get taken out by Ducky, who goes into the diamond form, I think. Voodoo in the middle of Thunderbolt, just trying to cause more pressure, force out some cooldowns. Hanakonchu now from Chase. Can't get another pick. Answer is no. Burgerman so low. 2 HP. Hey, gonna stay alive by the skin of his teeth. Walter Brown gonna go for the Kumiko. Gonna get taken out of it immediately, but Dark takes out Onyx. The Jeff is down again. They do trade for another strikes, but Dark takes out 2 on the Namor. These are the picks they need. Dark with 3! Coming out big on the King of the Seas. But Voodoo does fall to Chase, but Figlet picks up 2 of his own. We're now going into 10 seconds left. Thunderdolts need someone to contest. Do they have a portal? Can someone pop a portal? No, Shinichi is on the Angela right now, just trying to touch. Good, but they lose Onyx and Ginnix. That's a pick you don't want to lose first going into overtime. Portal is coming up now from Ducky, but Dark to the Shinichi. Portal Proteus going to be used. Not going to pick up any picks. Eternal Bond and Invisible Boundary used from either side. Shu coming in with the Rampage. Ultimates are coming out from both sides. Can the picks happen? Figlet's going to fall to the Eternal Bond. It's a 5v6 right now in favor of Thunder. Look at that!
There's a prediction
they
that
denied! Black Bulls are gonna take the points!
man, that
Oh no! Oh no! And they're letting him know it! Oh my god! I think that is that the first C9 of the tournament?
no, I don't believe it is.
It probably is, but dude, they got to pick on the Fig. They got to pick on the Figlet, and they walked off the cart. Oh my! Oh no!
Yeah, and like I said, these are one of the maps where the point is very big, and the point is actually not the size of it, and because overtime is so hard in that last point, considering how big it is. It kind of set them up. But no, Black Bulls, pretty self-explanatory. But it looks like Figlet and Dark, I mean, yes, Dark did have a little bit less because of that Phoenix, but here's the thing. He could play different characters, and that Star-Lord was able to explain that, as well as his Namor. But Figlet showing out this time, getting most damage in the lobby because of those Buggy's ults, creating a lot of space and a lot of opportunities for Black Bulls to keep on pushing forward constantly. But, like to mention, Ducky and I Will Chase You doing an amazing job of taking those off angles and getting those ultimates in, but unfortunately not able to finish it out, especially with that C9. We probably could have seen a double OT right there from them, but unfortunately, that's how it is. Giving Black Bulls the win off of a cart mishap.
A Charlie Niner as some call it as well. But we're gonna take a short break, and we will be back with map 3. Black Bulls are up 2-0, and they're gonna go to match point and potentially go, and they're looking to go up to 3-0 in the tournament.
Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. Well, here's the 2 matches almost done. Let's take a little break and we'll see what happens next. Back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the match. Black Bulls are up 2-0 now on Thunderdolts. Despite the score, this match has been relatively close in some situations. Just a few blunders from Thunderdolts. Just not able to finish off some of these fights, and just once again, just a major heartbreaker on map 2. Walking just a C, basically a C9 there here, and just letting Black Bulls get it. And they were up in that fight with a pick on the Figlet, as now they need to make some adjustments, and they need to rally together if they want to come back in this series and complete a reverse sweep to get their first win in their first game. Black Bulls don't want to let that happen. They want to keep their undefeated streak going, and they want to go up 3-0 and help secure their number one spot in Division B, which I think currently right now Black Bulls has not lost a map.
They've lost a map.
Recall correctly.
They've,
Okay, they lost what? They lost the one in their first match.
Yeah. Basically, they lost one of their first map. We were not expecting them to lose a map. And that's why kind of their rankings got a little bit lower than the Cinder and CCP. Is because they actually lost a map.
They're gonna let okay, Dinosaur and Gambit first bans again for both teams.
Oh,
Gambit is gonna be saved. They're gonna let him play Gambit again. It's just to pick your poison for Thunderdolts. You let you let them play Dinosaur, or you let them play Gambit, and there goes immediately there goes the Rogue ban.
That doesn't make sense.
That's good. They don't want the Toots Vanguard's Journal has been playing this game. They don't want him on.
No, not at all. But I know he plays different things as well. It's just that that combo alone is crazy enough, and we're gonna see a Dino ban from them as well. I mean, no Dino this time.
Yeah, Invisible Woman save from Thunderdolts. I feel like they probably should have saved they probably could have saved the Dino, but again they let Black Bulls have access to Gambit. Sure, they don't have the Rogue, but if they don't play this next band correctly, they could let their potentially lost Star-Lord through. As yes, Star-Lord and Gambit don't have a team up, but the combination of Galactic Legend and Rager and Royal Flush is ridiculously
Oh my
strong.
gosh.
Allowing you to kill for some Strategist ultimates, and it's going to be Cloak and Dagger as the second save for Thunderdolts, and Strategist Deadpool the final ban again, and it's going to be Daredevil saved again for Black Bulls. It looks like they
You
want
have
to
to
keep
ban
they want
Star
people to play this hero. They need to ban Star-Lord here.
Have to. It's literally a kind of requirement too, because you know you don't have the auto aim ult to kind of eliminate you. I mean, Daredevil alone is pretty good still. They're still deciding on it. I mean, this is pretty hard to go into, but no, we're gonna get rid of the Captain America. Ban Loki.
Oh, come on, ban Voodoo off of Captain America. I want come off of Captain America. That's how you make this guy upset in this game. He starts doing a bit too well on Captain America, banned immediately.
Oh, man.
Which in some ways was kind of ironic because I played with Voodoo and I played in our first term in the one term I played with LSU. Voodoo's Captain America was the first ban every game against teams, which was kind of ironic considering the fact that our other Vanguard player, who was primarily playing Thor, was usually the one getting ace, but they just kept letting the Thor through. So in some ways it's kind of funny, but come on, can I see one team ban this guy off of Captain America?
No. Like, oh, he's not that much of a problem, and all of a sudden he becomes a problem. It's like, you have to be considerate.
No, it's a problem for me. It's a problem for me. I want content. I want content and just hearing him yell. What? When a team bans him off of Captain America.
And not to mention, Ducky's already doing his perspective. So if you want to go check that out and kind of see what their comms are, if there is comms there in the first place, you can go ahead and do that. And it's through the link as well. But no, I mean, going straight into it, I mean, we're seeing Shinny actually hitting Hella here. I mean, that's gonna help out Custom just a little bit, especially with that team up that is given to Hella.
Yeah. First one to know, Hella's stun orb, I don't know what it's called, gets upgraded to where it actually throws some tentacles out, slows people. Oh my god, Shu just gets deleted. He got knocked back twice by Black Bulls trying to get out, but he just was so aggressive. And there we go. Chase is going to be on Vanguard Deadpool this time, actually. Ducky going to be on Namor, as we didn't notice, but Ducky's going to get a pick on the Figlet. It's just Chase on the point. Going to get taken out. Shu is back, but he's by himself. Is there going to be a portal? The question from this team, we do see Journal on Doctor Strange here. Here, as both the Vanguards he's played in the game so far have been banned. As we do see him try to walk up, they're actually not going to get any point capture off of this, despite that early pick on the Shu. It's Shu looking for the, nope, he's not going to look for the backline. He's going to look to peel. As Journal is going to fall to Ducky, he's putting up some numbers out on this Namor, and Voodoo is going to fall. As Thunderdolts make some pretty strong adjustments here, running this Hella Namor team up as Black Bulls are struggling right now a bit to try and find a foothold into this.
I mean, Shu just able to kind of hold very long right there. I mean, we saw that they should have lost that point, honestly, but you know, they already come back from it.
Yeah, what's this? We do see Voodoo go around this right side, trying to force Ducky out of his position back towards his team, but Dark's gonna fall to Shinichi. Voodoo is just going very aggressive, basically in the middle of the team here, and is not gonna get out of his life. Bro, what is Black Bulls doing? Why is Journal behind them? I am honestly confused what Black Bulls is trying to do. Unless they're trying to just do something very janky, it's not working, and they've already lost 2 minutes. They have ultimates online right now. They have the Eye of Agamotto and the Rage and Royal Flush. They probably will be able to combo with Dark, with the Galactic Legend from Dark. But ultimates are online for Thunderdolts. Almost everything. Chase is back to a Deadpool ultimate. Probably going to throw a pop quiz on the Burger Man. And yes, he does. Rage and Royal Flush potentially used by Walter. Not going to be used yet. Here it comes. Eye of Agamotto only going to hit the Deadpool. And here comes the Galactic Legend combo. Chase is going to get taken out, but Burger Man is going to get traded. Voodoo Knight's going to go for the freedom charge. Any picks going to come out from this gambit, from this ultimate from Dark? No. Dark gets low, almost gets taken out by a squid. Dark needs to get a pick. Goddess of Death now used by Shinichi. They don't have anything get to stabilize through it as Journal is going to fall. Shinichi's fall, takes out Walter. Ducky falls. Voodoo falls now. And Black Bulls can't find a footing onto this point at all and win this fight. Adjustments are going to come through. Journal is going to go over to Emma Frost. As Thunderdolts only has the invisible boundary online now, as Chase had the portal back on the Doctor Strange, so they no longer have the Deadpool. So we now are going to be going into this fight. Burger Man finally has this invisible boundary online. Probably just going to use it to sustain the team. Diglett needs to come up big. And the invisible boundary needs, but Walter falls! That's not enough ills. That's a ills. That's not somebody you want to see this early on. Diglett still holding on to this devil. Needle. Probably going to try and hold for final fight. He's potentially going to try and go around on the angle here. We see Dark flying all the way to the back line. Here, can we see him get something out of this? This Voodoo trying to go in. Here comes the devil now. Eye of Agamotto gonna hit Voodoo, but it's not before Voodoo takes out Smart. Shoe's gonna fall down to Figlet. Figlet coming up big when his team needs him to. Journal's gonna fall. Horn of Proteus gonna get used. Gonna take out Burger Man potentially. Yes, it is, but there's already down 3. And Black Bulls are finally going to get on this point. Voodoo is going to throw a portal on the point here to just try and get back quicker in case someone retouches from Thunderdolls, but I don't think it's going to happen. Chase comes on the Captain America to try and get a stall to touch, but it's not going to happen. Going to go back to Deadpool now as Black Bulls are finally going to cap this point.
Honestly, right there, Thunderbolts are doing a really good job, but at the same time, I don't know why we portaled there. That portal probably could have cost him another portion of stall, but we portal really close to spawn for some reason. I don't really agree with that.
Yeah, we are gonna see some ultimates online. Walter Brown close to that Raging Royal Flush. Main hole holding until the Galactic Legends online. Journal does have the Sonic Seduction. Figlet going pretty aggressive. It's going to get taken out by Ducky. He's going to get a trident to the head. Journal goes into diamond form. And it's going to get taken out by Ducky. 2 kills for the Namor of Thunderdolts. And Ducky showing his flexibility now. Going from Vanguard now to Duelist. And Chase holding down the fort on his own relatively well on this Deadpool. Black Bulls now have this Rage Royal Flush line. Are they going to combo it with something? Probably still waiting for Dark to get this ultimate. And here goes the Sonic Seduction from Journal. Not connecting onto anybody right now as Walter falls first again. The Rage Royal Flush is not going to be used here. Your Shu getting back to the team. Even Chase is just trying to poke him out right here. Even though Vanguard Deadpool did get nerfed, it is not the menace he used to be. Chase is showing a pretty good performance right now on this hero. As now we have the ultimate combination, but both strategies all on line essentially right now for Thunderdolts. And here comes the combo. Eternal Bond going to be used. There is an anti out from them, but Dark isn't able to get anybody. But not until Figlet helps to take out Ducky. The freedom charge used by Figlet. They stacked in invisible boundary. Walter is going to take out Shinichi, but not Shinichi takes out Figlet. The 4 picks are trying to come through potentially, but Burger Man falls. Onyx is going to fall. They trade Invisible Woman. Smart's going to fall. It's a strategist line down for Thunderdolts. As Black Bulls needs to try and win this here. Chase is down, and the Black Bulls are going to win this fight. Get this squirrel moving, but they still only are halfway there, going into overtime with no ultimates online. Thunderdolts has both duelist ultimates online. This could potentially be what they need to win this fight out if they're able to get the value on it. Black Bulls need to try and get an early pick here, and here comes the Goddess of Death from Shinichi. Can he get a pick? Right now his answer is no. Horn of Proteus gonna be used, but Ducky is gonna fall. They're gonna trade for Journal. That's 2 down for both sides, and already switched Doctor to try and touch. Figlet needs to stay alive here. The duelists don't get anything. They only get 1 pick, but Burger Man falls to Shinichi. That's a strategist down. They need good to speed the end of the push for Black Bulls. Figlet has the devil online. Can he get some value on it? Gonna get solo, gonna take it out before he can pop it. Voodoo's also very low. He's gonna get taken out as well. Walter is close to this Raging Royal Flush. Can he get it? The answer is no. Ducky is back on the Angela. Black Bulls can't get any picks. 2 for the Angela. And here, and I Will Chase is gonna get the final shot on to Walter Brown with the pop quiz. And needless to say, Walter failed.
Oh man, that was I think, not gonna lie, There's a lot of different things that could have happened. I mean, we saw them trying to set up an ult earlier with Walter with the Gambit, but it just didn't work out. And then we're seeing that Cloak and Dagger is saving her ultimate every single time the Star-Lord ultimate goes off. Same thing with the Visible Woman's ult or Onyx Oriol's. Her ults should be able to stop the Galactic Legend, but no, Smarts takes more space and allowing them to kind of roam freely, even if they're taking as much damage as they are. But you know, here's the thing: Black Wolves, they have to defend this point pretty well, or we're gonna see a map 4. I mean, obviously want to see a map 4, but at the same time, Black Wolves doesn't want to lose another round. Like they want to be like Cinder, kind of get that, you know, those wins are pretty good to get. I mean, CCP, you know, having pretty hard matches overall. So,
I mean, to be fair, divisions a lot of very strong teams are in Division C. But for those who were wondering why the map wins are important, one of the tiebreakers in this tournament that can be important for seeding is the map differential. The ratio of maps won to maps lost. So if you have a positive map win differential, you've won more maps than you lost. But if you have a negative, you've lost more maps than you've won. So having a good map differential within your record can be a major part in your placement going in. You see Ducky go on this right side, gonna get forced to this bubble immediately. And Voodoo and Dark are gonna try and take him out. Not gonna happen. And as we are gonna need to see him try and potentially hold this here. Figlet is now on Moon Knight. Now, gonna get off of a pick, and he's gonna show value on it right immediately. Shinichi is gonna fall first. First, we do see Shu on this high ground section right here. Gonna be forced out, trying to go back to his team. Help potentially peel off Dark and Voodoo, but Dark is gonna get taken out. Voodoo, can he get back to his team? Yes, he can. Is gonna get helped out. Gonna back up a bit. They are down, but Thunderbolts need to capitalize on this. They're already up, and here comes a final exam, a pop quiz onto Walter Brown. Can he get the pick onto him? Ducky is going to get taken out. Walter gonna actually get taken out by the ultimate. And Hanakachu by Figlet isn't going to get anything, but they do isolate Chase, who he is going to take out. Voodoo's going to fall, but I think Black Bulls are going to be able to hold this as they're just able to have the respawns back, especially now that Shinichi has fallen.
I mean, we're already setting up here. I mean, Figlet able to switch to Moon Knight here because of the stack nature of this team. I mean, it just makes sense, but also we gotta make sure Shinichi doing a really good job on that Hella, getting a lot of eliminations, and you know, we're probably gonna see a Hella ult here pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah, when you see a Strangling Prison, it's gonna be big, gonna pick up 2. Eternal Invisible Boundary gonna be used, but Smart takes out Dark. Hello, Journal falls out. Invisible Boundary used very late. Can't this be enough to help him stabilize? Eternal Bond's now going to be used by Smart, or to just try and get this team back on it. Hanakachu going to be used by Figlet, not going to pick up anything. And Shinichi picks up 2 more picks. It's on this Hella, and they're going to be able to get point pressure. Journal is on the Doctor Strange now, trying to get a portal open, and the portal is going to come through. Walter Brown goes for the Raging Royal Flush. Is potentially trying to use it as soon as they come out. Gonna offer it now, but the Goddess of Death is out, and Dark and Smart are gonna get traded, but Shinichi takes out 2 on it. Man, this Raging Royal Flush isn't gonna get the picks. Voodoo picks up 2. He's gonna go for the Freedom Charge. Voodoo coming up big. Here, on this Captain America when his team needs it. Pop Quiz gonna be used by Chase, but it's not gonna do anything, and Voodoo is gonna come up clutch for his team.
Voodoo's probably screaming, "I'm the best Captain America" right there, because holy crap.
Storm Shadow and CEO Popeyes would like a word on that.
No, but right now he's feeling himself right now, so, you know, he's feeling the best.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely coming up big there. But they did have these ultimates. Figlet's about to have another Hanakachu online. Dark's going in with the Devil. Voodoo's in with him. Horde of Proteus going to be used to just try and force him off. But Dark's picked up 2, and they're going to lose 4. Thunderdolts are getting full held here. And they're going to have to respawn, and we're potentially going to be going into Final Fight territory as Ducky is going to get staggered.
No, we definitely
But the problem with Thunderdolts, they don't have any ultimates.
Dang, you're right. They're gonna walk instead of teleportal here. I mean, it just makes sense. They don't have really ultimates to kind of protect them whenever they go through this portal. So,
Yeah.
About
Oh,
to see.
Shu gets a shield forced out early. That's not what you want to see on your Venom. That's his primary stability and cooldown. Voodoo's gonna go in by himself to try and force him. Hannah Contra Figlet's gonna take out Smart. He's gonna take out 2 Figlet. Ivan gonna pick out 2 more, and this is probably gonna be it. To get
seconds
Thunderdolts get a touch. Someone needs the portal. It's gonna be Shinichi, but can the portal get there on time? Can somebody touch? No, Ducky can't. And Thunderbolt and Black Bulls are going to get a 3-0 victory, and they're gonna full hold Thunderdolts.
Man. Congratulations to Black Bulls. They got a 0-3 right there. It looked for a second right there that Thunderdolts with their, their defense, they're actually able to hold pretty well. But all of a sudden, Black Bulls able to do the same, but a little bit better. But Figlet can the MVP. Of course, he's on the Moon Knight. He's gonna try to get the MVP and giving Black Bulls a W. And just looking at the stat board, I want to say Shinny and Ducky were doing really good. I mean, they were constantly switching roles. And
Shinichi stayed on Duelist the entire time.
Duel,
Only Ducky that
yeah,
flexed.
that's my bad because I'm just looking at the strange portal. But no, I mean Ducky was trying switching as well. I mean he was showing how flexible he was, or at least trying to. Chase kind of got forced onto Tinkbull. Tinkbull is considered one of the worst versions of Deadpool. I mean, unless you're really good at him, but it's a situation of you have to play perfect, and playing perfect is really hard all the time. But Figlet getting 14 eliminations. I mean, he was able to put in work with this Moon Knight. Again, of course, she's got animated for a reason. But Dark as well. I mean, not a lot of people have seen Dark's Daredevil. And this is kind of like the debut game for his Daredevil comparative to Figlet's Daredevil. And we just saw he's able to time it pretty well. But definitely good matches. It was pretty close most of the time. And you saw there was last second defenses, but I feel like that's just Black Bull's way of kind of showing that they're really good at kiting certain things as well. But no, we're good.
And we are good.
Yeah, go ahead.
We are going to be doing a post game interview. We will be bringing the Deuce, aka Journal, captain of Black Bulls. Who do y'all want to see join Deuce in the interview, in the post game interview? We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with the post game interview. Black Bulls take the victory 3-0 over Thunderdolts in their debut match. So don't go anywhere. Post game interview coming up next.
All right, be right back.
All right, guys. All right, welcome back. We are here with the post-game interview. We are joined by Journal, also known as Deuce, the captain of the Black Bulls, and we also have we also are joined by duelist player Figlet from the Black Bulls. Deuce and Figlet, congratulations on the win tonight. Y'all are up 3-0 right. Y'all are up 3-0 right now in y'all's division, and y'all are almost a lock for the number 1 seed coming out of Division B.
Yeah, thank you. I just have one thing to say. Thunder Dolts, Thunderbolts, Pikachu Bolt, Bulls in 5.
Oh wow!
Congratulations. Anyways,
Wow. All right. So, judging that, okay. So, what type of game plans, or how did y'all get the win tonight going into this game against Thunderdolts? Because keep in mind, this was Thunderdolts' first match. Not a lot of us didn't know how good this team was going to be. Going into this match, as there were some good players on this, but we'd never seen them play, so they were a big mystery. What did y'all do, or how did y'all all plan to go into this game?
You want to figure me?
It's whatever. Honestly, I don't care.
Okay,
I can answer. You can.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll go first one. I mean, yeah, like honestly, we were going through our heads like what to ban against them because we had some reconnaissance about like what they've been playing recently, and I mean, honestly, I think we're like the hardest team to have a ban phase against in the tournament. So like, there's not really like much they can ban. But honestly, I was shocked when they banned Gambit first, or banned Dino first map, and gave us Rogue. Like that's just like your death warrant, like signing on death warrant, to be honest. So yeah, I mean but the players are good. Like Ducky and Shinny, like shouts to them. Like they tried to hold it down, and they did a really good job. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. Yep. So what? Yep. So, and also just judging based off the adjustments y'all made throughout it. So, were y'all like expecting the Dino ban first? Because keep in mind, because if y'all watched the match last night between Foxboy and Fairy Tail, Dino was the first ban on pretty much every map. Were y'all expecting him to do that, or is just some sort of like new new ban phase within the meta to where people would rather just get rid of the dinosaur first now instead of the Gambit?
I think it comes down to honestly like the type of comp that you want to play. I think if you could play Dino really, really well, Gambit is almost kind of handless. Like he doesn't really do much. Yeah, the Gambit is there, but his neutral with the Dino being just like so prominent, I don't think really does anything a lot of the time. So I think with the first Dino ban that they saw, and then we got Gambit, and then they obviously banned like Star-Lord and whatnot in the first map, and it was kind of shocking. But I don't think it's going to be too not common in these upcoming metas and matches, because I think Dino might be probably top 3 character right now, and Gambit I think is losing more of that hype and that must ban around him because Dino is such a good character.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And also, yeah, and also, also for y'all's ban phase, also during y'all's ban phase, y'all primarily just looking to shut down the strategist backline. Was that just something y'all were already planning to capitalize on, just based off the information y'all got, or was it just something y'all been wanting to do? Just seeing other teams do it.
yeah, no, because like honestly, the entire band phase changed like on its head. Like we had like I think we had like 4 different like situations on how we want the band phase to go and prep for this
Yeah,
match.
for sure.
But then it can like honestly, we didn't think we'd ever get to play Gambit in this tournament. So that kind of threw a wrench in the entire thing. So we're just like, okay, we're just gonna ban all your supports. I mean, because like because now we're gonna die with Rogue, and you won't be able to have anything defensive to save you. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely saw that. Also, was the strategist Deadpool ban like something y'all like actually kind of saw as a threat for why y'all
I
banned
don't
it?
know.
Or...
No, Walter was just screaming at me to ban this, so I did.
So I have an
Of course
actual
it was Walter. Of course it was Walter.
I have an actual thing about that. So obviously, I think it's Gloom. Is I will chase you. I'm not entirely sure. Play is.
Oh, that is Token 2.
Geek. It's Geek. It's Geek.
That's
okay, it's Geek.
That was their captain.
Geek. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure Geek. I mean, he's champion on Deadpool. The thing with sub pool specifically on domination, that character in triple support is disgusting.
Yes.
It is actually, that character is disgusting. He has so much to sustain. He even lived some of me and Deuce's 1-2-3s on Daredevil Rogue. I mean, like with his E up, it's actually just crazy. And I think the reason we were banning so many supports is just to limit the triple support opportunity. And Deadpool is one of, if not the better or best triple support characters in the game. So I think Walter and even Logan or Dark said it, but Walter and Dark were both like, just ban the sub pool. I think we just gotta just see how it goes, and it worked in our favor, and they didn't end up saving it. So we just banned it again, and I think it forced the no triple support there for that team, and I think it was honestly not that bad of a shout.
I need to start adapting to our play styles because, like, oh man, triple support with Deadpool is really hard to go against. I mean, we've already tried that for Phantom Thieves against Power of Friendship, so we kind of kind of understand it. But yeah, banning him out definitely allowed that. But a few questions is that there's a lot of C9s.
There was
No.
There was two.
There was
two.
one. There was one.
Okay, technically
There was
that
one
last
on the
one.
most-
That last one was everybody got pushed off. That kind of what happened. That makes sense, right? That's not a C9.
I forced the C9. Let's keep it real. I
Yeah.
forced it.
But like, we're talking about that last point on Museum of Contemplation, dude. That museum map, we all can agree that last point sucks.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I mean, the card when the map first came out, I was queuing quick play with Swift, and the first time that we made it to that third point, I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit
because
it might have been the worst cart in gaming history, and I played Overwatch, and Dorado exists, so
yeah.
I mean, like,
And like I can't
yeah, it's
exactly.
pretty-
Clearly, you've never played Junkertown.
Oh no.
nah,
That
Junkertown
one's
is a top
fine.
3 map. I'm gonna say it. Junkertown's a top 3
No,
map.
stop.
All
Go
right.
on, next
So,
question. Next
yep,
question.
also going
Anyways.
forward, yeah. So now going forward into y'all's for y'all's tournament, y'all are now up 3-0. Y'all have 2 games left. I think y'all have to play. Y'all play Phantom Thieves and Akatsuki. We are still waiting.
Just
We are
came
still
back.
waiting on to make their debut. We're still making the wait to make their debut
Limbo,
match.
limbo.
Which of those 2 teams are you looking forward most to playing throughout the rest of the group stage? And when we go into the bracket stage, which team or teams are you in? Do you guys want to play against the most?
You can get it first, Figlet.
I'll let Deuce. Okay. I think for groups, I think it's kind of like anonymous. We want to go against Phantom Thieves simply because they have Ajax. I don't care about anyone else on that team to play against.
What?
Technically, but
Wow.
I just want to play against Ajax. And for me personally, I think I want to, honestly, if I'm gonna go against a team in bracket, it's gotta. I mean, like, it's gotta be a cup contender, but I want to go against Cinder personally.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I feel like in terms of who do you think is going to be either the hardest or the easiest to tackle? I mean, actually, let's just say hardest for right now. Let's just say hardest.
Like in
to tackle.
bracket or
In terms of
group?
bracket.
I mean, there's like 3 really. It's probably, if we're going like really obvious, it's going to be CCP, but I think Cinder is going to be the hardest simply because they have a triple support every map.
Oh yeah. So, but no. I believe that's all the questions. Other than the factor of, is there anybody you want to shout out specifically, not your whole team?
I'm gonna shout out Voodoo 9.
I want to. Yeah,
I'm gonna shout out Voodoo 9. That guy
Yeah.
gets so much value on Captain America.
No, he's a chud. He's
Anyway,
a chud.
I want to.
I will say after the museum map, he was looking at his stats and he was a little down on himself because he didn't have as much stats as, say, me, Logan, or even Shaylin. But you can't. The stuff that doesn't show on the leaderboard is more important.
Yeah,
at the
Captain
end of the
America
game.
really ain't about that when it comes to it.
Yeah.
He's about creating space, taking space, and holding
For
that
me,
space.
I want to shout out one person.
Ooh.
I want to shout out LeBron James.
LeBron
I mean,
James.
I know
LeBron James.
this could potentially be his last season,
Oh man.
and I just want I want the King to know that, like, I'm here for you, whatever you need, King. Like, whatever you need, yeah, I got you. I mean, that's just it. That's it. Right
Yeah, I also for you too, I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping that for the last ban, they were eyeing it. I was hoping for the last ban that Voodoo's Captain America got banned on map 3.
Oh,
I would
really?
have loved.
They were
I would
hovering
have.
it.
I would have loved to see it.
It was a last second switch too. They switched to
I'm
Loki.
I'm low key nervous for the first team to ban that. No kappa.
Yeah.
Low key nervous for the first team to
Yeah.
ban that. I don't know
100%.
what it's gonna look like
All
once
right,
that's
I
banned.
Yep. All right. I think that's gonna do it for the post game interview. Unless Giraffe, you have
Thank
any
you,
other
thank you.
questions?
No, I believe that is it. No, but thank you all so
Yeah.
much for the match. You know, it was pretty close,
Of
even though
course,
for
yeah.
an 0-3.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
definitely.
one more thing. I
Oh,
want to thank you guys.
oh,
I want to thank you casters
Oh,
thank you,
for
thank you, thank you.
Thank
whenever we
you.
need you, you guys always show up, and I respect the hell out of you guys. So
Yeah,
thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
Can can we get some
Yeah.
grins in chat for our casters,
Grin,
please? Can we get some
grin,
grins in chat for our
grin,
casters?
grin.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys having us on.
Yeah.
All right, no.
Yeah.
Go
100%.
Bulls!
That
Woohoo.
that is going to do it
Alright.
for the post game interview. Once again, and thank you for Deuce and Figler for coming out. And once again, congratulations on the win. Good luck in your next matches. That is going to do it for tonight. Once again, Black Bulls defeat Thunderdolts 3-0. They're gonna go up to 3. They're gonna go up 3-0 in the tournament bracket. And make sure y'all tune in to tomorrow. We have some matches just coming matches tomorrow night. We're gonna have Hella Simps versus Yaoi LARP, and this one's gonna be interesting. We have Fairy Tale going up against Icy Hot. That's it. Icy Hot will be making their formerly known as Fine Dining. They are going to be making their first tournament appearance starting tomorrow.
Thanks,
Once again, thank you all for tuning into this match tonight. My name is Golden Boot, and this was Giraffe, and we'll
Bye.
be signing off, and we will see y'all tomorrow for those matches. Have a good night.
Peace.